Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the BrickCityBlockade.com podcast network, the home show.
The Home Show. It's 2018, guys. Welcome. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. Man, Sean, what did you do for New Year's, by the way? Did you do anything special?
I worked
You worked.
on New Year's Eve, and then I fell asleep at like 11:30 so
Well,
I didn't do much on New Year's Eve.
but you fell
Uh,
asleep, though. You got rest.
yeah, I had a boring New Year's Eve, so
Okay, I was just trying to be nice.
not boring. I worked most of the day. So what
Oh,
did you do?
let's see. I went up north to North Conway, partied with some new friends that I made from Boston. Nice female coworker from work was nice enough to invite me up to enjoy New Year's Eve with her. So I thought that was very nice. Partook in much of the liquid spirits and just had a nice time. You know, the thing about New Year's Eve, Sean, and I think it was probably the same for you too, is that you know what? It wasn't gigantic. I think for 2018, I think we're just so excited about what's happening here at the podcast network that was like, come on, 2018, where are you?
We just wanted to kick 2017 out of the way and bring in 2018.
Yeah, because I think that there's a lot of great stuff that's coming up.
What I said on Twitter, let's force jump into 2018.
Yes, you guys probably saw that on Twitter. Sean posted that. We retweeted it. That was a cool.
I love that photo of Obi-Wan. It's from the Clone Wars, right? I'm Attack of the
Yes,
Clones.
Attack of the Clones. Yep, that's a great picture, by the way. Sean, you got to use those kind of things more.
Yeah, but it's hard to find them. I just typed in force jump in Google and I wanted to find the best one, so I just used that.
Huh. So you can go on Google, you can type force jump and find Obi-Wan then.
Yeah. Or you could force jump yourself.
just take a picture of yourself jumping off the roof with a lightsaber and Jedi robes on, and you're all set. And
I wish I could do that.
I know. Wouldn't that be cool? But
Yeah.
anyway, it's 2018, Sean. Let's look back at the year that was 2017.
Let's rewind.
I'll add the effects in later, but you're right.
I like making my own effects, so
if I haven't learned that by now, I think I'm in trouble. But Sean, 2017 for this podcast network, it was quite a year. We had some ups and downs at times, but overall, some pretty cool things happened, I felt.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this year, and last year.
Right.
And I think this year is going to be much better for us as a podcast. And we had so much behind the scenes that we can't tell you guys until stuff happens. So, but 2018 is going to be a really good year for us. I think we're going to have much more opportunities as a podcast, and we have the Han Solo movie coming up. Hopefully, and we still don't know the date.
I believe it's May 25th, actually. I think that's the date that they have set. But who knows? Things change, right?
Yeah, we barely haven't got a trailer or a photo set. And
right. Yeah, there's a lot still up in the air about this film, I feel. And but looking at 2017 in the broad spectrum, even with the Han Solo film coming up and a lot of unanswered questions, Sean, you and I talked even before, and I feel like our conversations, much like Scott Inch on Talking Far, Far Away, a lot of the best conversations are before we hit the record button. Sometimes it's not meant for being on live either. But we like those conversations. Sean, let's review 2017. What for you was like your go-to moment from this past year? Not just on the podcast, but maybe even just for you yourself. Maybe it's podcast. Who knows?
Well, for me, I was getting my job in October, and it's been doing pretty well.
Nice.
But for our podcast, I think just spending time with friends and all that, and making this podcast happen for you guys, and I want to keep doing it.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I mean, I feel like we did spend a lot of time together, really building up this network in 2017. Really, trying to find unique ways of doing it.
Yeah, I think my favorite Star Wars moment in 2017 was probably going to see you Lost Jedi.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to see it tomorrow for the second time finally.
Nice. Perfect. Huh.
But yeah, I think I don't know. This year, last year was a weird time. I
Mm.
think for the community, for all the stuff that I really don't want to get into, political stuff
Yeah.
and all that junk.
Yeah, it was, to be honest, I mean, it was 2017 was a funky year. I feel like not just for the Star Wars community and everything with The Last Jedi, but I felt like, there was social media especially. Sean, I know you're somebody who tries to limit their use of social
Yeah,
media. For purposes like this.
that's why I limit like I try to stay off Twitter a lot. I tweet a couple of times and retweet like a couple days but then I have a long streak of like a week with this stupid stuff that's going on. And just recently about the Logan Paul thing was,
Yeah.
and what a great way to start a year.
Right? I mean, there's just so much online that you look at it and it's like, just stop,
Have,
just
have
hold
we
on.
lost faith in humanity?
Well, maybe hopefully it gets restored in 2018, Sean. I'm really hoping.
Hopefully.
There's just so much going on. I feel across the board, not just with politics or some of the more noticeable things, but just behind the scenes stuff that I feel like just in life that you kind of just look at and you're like, okay, well, we can probably take a step back here and hopefully 2018 solves those things. But what's something for you, Sean, in 2017? There was some great moments for you. What were some things for you that you felt didn't hit the mark for you in 2017? I know you and I both went through some stuff, but
I mean, I won't go into full details, but I think some of the Comic Cons that we try to go to or not, or that we've been to,
mm-hmm.
or flaky.
Yes,
And uh, I mean, they were fun to go to,
yes,
but things could have turned out a different way and made stuff more positive. But we got more negative stuff on some of these trips that we went to, and I wish that didn't happen.
yeah, I agree.
And I kind of hope we at least do a couple more this year if we have time. But
Yeah, you're right. There's just
I just want to limit ourselves for like big stuff.
yeah, no, you're right. I mean, there were
Like
some trips
save
that
money for Star Celebration.
yes, that's the overall message is just saving up money. You're right. There were some trips that we made that, and I think all podcasts go through that at some point. I feel like Sean, you and I have been doing this now for 22 months almost, and it's
I
like
think you're gonna say 22 years.
yeah, we were in the
22 years.
when a lot of this happened. No, I'm kidding. We were like 2 years old, right?
Yeah.
But you're right. I feel like all podcasts go through their trials and tribulations with events, specifically Comic Cons, no matter what they are, and you'll learn from them. We learned this year, Sean, that community events are our thing. That's just what we do.
Small community events.
Nashua Comic, the public library Comic Con, lots of fun.
Krypton, Stairway,
O'Neill Cinemas,
yeah,
Last
O'Neill.
Jedi.
Just reaching out for small communities. I think that's much more better
Right.
to help to reach out to a smaller audience and grow a little bigger by that.
And giving them a voice too.
Well, what was your best moments of 2017? Oh, it doesn't have to be Star Wars related or anything.
Well, it's kind of gonna have to kind of be a little Star Wars related for me because I feel like The Last Jedi was probably my favorite Star Wars moment. There was just a lot going on there. I feel like the lead up to The Last Jedi.
Oh yeah, by the way, I graduated last year too. So
yes, that's right.
I forgot about that. So that was my big moment.
Dude.
Yeah. That was early last year, so that's why I keep forgetting.
No, Sean.
I interrupted you. I forgot about that.
No, that's huge, man. I mean that's we both went to Great Bay Community College. Big shout out to them. the Blue Herons or whatever their name is.
Blue
But
Herons. I think it is Blue Herons.
is it okay? So I did something right once. But you know, both you and I reconnected there. That's how it all started, dude. I mean,
Yeah,
and
actually, that actually is true.
and, and now you graduated from there, so it's like it's come full circle now.
Yeah, sorry. Go back to what you were saying.
But no, I mean, The Last Jedi this year was probably my favorite. It was like the biggest Star Wars moment, and I think just in life alone, 2017. Um, it's tough because I feel like there were some really good moments, but the one thing,
You had some really weird moments last year.
yeah, I mean, there were things that,
And I don't think it's more personal stuff that we don't want to share on the
right,
podcast.
absolutely. I mean, conversations with people that happened that were very cool and a lot of things. But you know what, Sean, for me, it was moving. I think that's
No, yeah, I keep forgetting you moved.
yeah, Sean, come on, dude.
Yeah, we're still trying to move. Still on. Our house is still on the market.
Hey, if you guys want to buy Sean's house, it's up on the market. So and you know what? We recorded some episodes there, so it has some history involved in it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the move from the Brick City itself, Exeter, to Portsmouth was quite exciting.
At least I still have the name in me right now because I
Yeah,
am still extra.
that's true. It's that
Not
movie.
for long.
I know, I know. It'll still always be the Brick City
Yeah,
Blues.
it will be. We're
Um,
not changing name.
no, it's too close to our heart now. But coming to Portsmouth was really cool, Sean. It was nice to move into closer to a city environment here. I'm close to a lot of things, and I'm like literally 5 minutes from 95, so I can get to work. I can come and see you. I can come and go see the podcast guys, and I can get to Maine, and it's just really nice being in a place now where there's a whole other community. You're in Exeter, you can reach out to the community in Exeter along with James Brown. Um, I'm in Portsmouth. Chris Letty is in Dover. We just did the live stream from the Dover Public Library. We're able to cover multiple regions along the seacoast now, Sean. It's fantastic.
And now we're branching out from California, Scotland, and
yeah, and Pennsylvania now,
yeah,
which is fantastic. So I mean, there's a lot of that I'm actually gonna throw that in there too, because it actually happened more in 2017, was bringing the guys from Rebel Cause and Rebel Chatter, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, onto our network. Just a great opportunity to talk with other people, Sean, too, and have them be part of us.
It's great to have them on, and we hope to have more episodes together. Have them on the home show, or we could go on Rebel Chatter and all that.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
And I think there's just so much more of that. So that stuff for 2017 was really positive for me. But I don't want to say negative end, but on the more surprising end, I feel like this year was just a little bit tougher. Just taking care of my college and everything. If nobody knows this really within the listener world, but I've been working on my bachelor's degree for special education for quite some time, and I took the 1 year break to start up the Brick City Blockade podcast network with Sean after I graduated from Great Bay. And that was the best year I could take off, Sean.
Yeah.
That's when it all jump started. And now I'm going back, and you know what? I'm getting back into the flow of college again, and making sure I get my bachelor's degree and my certification in special education so I can continue to do what I love to do as a job. But at the same time, it's one of those things. It's like you got to find a balance in what you do. And that was kind of tough for me in 2017. But I think everybody has that struggle in life, just trying to find that balance and what you're going to do with it,
You can't be happy all the time.
No, absolutely not. Kind of like with The Last Jedi. You can't be happy all the time. But that's on a different note. But 2018, Sean, it's finally here.
Let's get it started. Yeah.
You know what? You and I at the beginning of 2017. Let me reflect on this quickly, because
do I remember beginning of 2017?
Didn't I say to you that 2017 is going to be pretty cool, but wait until 2018?
Oh, actually, yeah. Now I remember that.
You and I had a whole discussion, I believe. Where were we going? It was AvonCon. How am I forgetting Avon Con?
Which one's Avon again?
The one in Avon, Connecticut, when we got the Thrawn Pops.
Oh yeah,
That was such a fun time.
yeah, and we stayed at that hotel.
The Avon Farms Inn.
Yeah,
That was a fun time.
it was.
So I keep forgetting that, we enjoyed some liqueur beverages and kind of
We
passed
missed
out at the end of the night. But
yeah, we missed some cool people down there.
yeah, it was so cool. And so there's a positive moment. But even at that point, I think I even said to you when we were sitting at the bar at the restaurant inside of the hotel, I think I even said, dude, Avon Con and everything, we're looking forward to in 2018. Probably, I would love to do it again. I think that's another one that, it would be a lot of fun to do. But I remember saying to you, and I think you told me this actually not that long ago, it was like, didn't you say that 2018 is going to be a really special year for this podcast network?
And I feel like it's going to be still.
Yeah, exactly. Sean's mind has not wavered one bit on that matter. But Sean, there is a lot of great stuff happening, not only with Rebel Cause, Lancaster, and Rebel Chatter, but I feel like we've extended our shows now. The home show, there's just so much great content. Everybody's going to have they can choose what they want to listen to now, which is just great. And
they don't have to listen to this show. They could choose a different show. It's great.
They don't have to listen to us,
No, they don't. We're not. We're terrible. So
exactly.
We can't do a podcast.
Exactly. So I feel like people get to pick and choose what they want heading into this year, whatever kind of content they want. And the cool thing is that, and this made me so happy, was that I had a conversation with Scott Inch on about Talking Fire Away, and you guys have probably, I know Sean has listened to it multiple times because of course he's co-founder and everything, so he's got to listen to every episode, or as many.
I try to,
but it was a great conversation. A little insider fact was Scott came to me and he said, "Hey, do you mind if I intro the next episode?" And I said, "Dude, the show is all yours. You've been doing this long enough that Talking Far Away is now your show." And I think, Sean, I asked you even after that, and I said, "Do you think that Scott Inch should do Talking Far Away?" And you're like, "Yeah."
He's been here doing what he loves to do, talking Star Wars, and I think he deserves it because he's been helping with the podcast a lot. So
yeah, and also.
There's another great moment, having Scott coming over.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. He's going to kill us for not mentioning that. Oh, no.
Scott, don't kill us.
Please don't. Scott Inch came to America for his Great American Vacation. We got to spend some time with him.
We're terrible friends.
Yeah, we are terrible friends. I'm sorry, Scott. I mentioned the thing about the podcast, but I don't mention about you spending money to come over here and see us. But yeah, that was fantastic. I got to spend some time with him too in Boston. We went to Cheers. We got to do some pretty cool things, and that was great. I mean, you get to have somebody from overseas come and visit, and I'm hoping in 2018 we get to go over there and visit.
Maybe we'll go soon, or 2019. Probably more reasonable.
Double session celebration with a trip to Scotland.
Yeah.
Hey, if it's in London, it's not that bad.
Let's go.
We'll be heading to the UK.
Never been out of the country.
The best part is about that too, Sean.
What's that?
If Celebration does end up in 2019, now looking ahead even beyond this year, if it ends up going to London, when the Brick City Blockade Podcast Network crew steps off that airplane, it's going to be like the Beatles. There's going to be women yelling. There's going to be people passing out.
What woman yells at us? Except our mothers.
Except our mothers, yeah, that's true. That's a very good point, Sean. I didn't even think about that. But still,
no,
I like that. That's actually a very good line. I'm going to remember that one. But I feel like when we get off that plane, it's going to be like the Beatles. The Brick City Blockade Podcast Network has arrived at Star Wars Celebration, and I don't know. I think we're going to prepare ourselves in this year for that trip to Celebration. 2018 is going to be a time to really just kind of kick it into high gear and everything.
I can't wait when we get like some fans that's from like South America or like
Oh yeah,
Africa. How cool would that be? We haven't yet, but like
yeah,
I don't know. It's just an honor to have fans from all over the world, I think.
yeah. We look at the viewership and we look at the people through stats. All the countries, Germany, Norway, Sweden, some listeners in Russia, people in
Go on Europe,
Czechoslovakia.
man. Let's go south more. Get some
Yes.
down there.
Actually, Sean, we do have some listeners in Brazil. We have
Oh,
two
we do.
listeners in Brazil, yes, who are consistently listening. So big shout out to you. You're listening right now. Big shout out to you in Brazil. We love you guys down there. We love you all across the world.
We are the world.
I didn't think you were gonna sing. Now there's my
people. Sorry.
there's my moment in 2018 that's gonna go down as one that I do not like. Just kidding.
Am I singing?
No, nobody said that. I didn't say that, did I?
Probably. I can't sing for life, so. Well, I can't rap for life either. We know how that turns out.
Yeah, if you guys don't know that story, I mean, Sean, you came over. You're like, dude, can you catch me rapping on this song that I wrote?
I had like 4 lines, and I'm like, what am I doing?
I may still have that recording somewhere. I should totally use that at an end of it.
Can you find that?
I am gonna find that.
That would make my day if you find that.
I am going to
Just
find
send it to the group chat.
If you guys didn't know, we have a group chat on Facebook that many of you may never see the light of day from, but it's a very secretive chat from all of us. It's basically a gift session, isn't it, Sean?
Yeah, mostly, or just thumbs up every time.
It really is a ton of thumbs up. You're right.
Funny thing, I've never seen a thumbs down yet.
No, well, no, I can't say I have either.
I'm gonna do just randomly
right now.
Wait, let's just do it right now. Hold on, both of us.
Okay, guys, you're listening right now. We're going into our group chat, and we're both gonna do while we're recording. We're gonna put a thumbs down in the group so that the guys who are
gonna be so confused.
Exactly, but they're gonna get it at the end. Where's the thumbs down? Oh, you got to go to the emoji key, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
I haven't used it yet in a long time. There it is. Got it. I'm just pressing it now.
Perfect. Same here. Nice. Perfect.
Okay. I want to know what they're gonna say. Okay. Back where we were saying?
Yes, so 2018 is going to be
hold
on. We got to see that quickly. Whoa, the hate. Hold on a second. You guys.
Sorry, guys.
Wait until. Cool. I messaged them. Luckily, we can edit this. So.
Oh no, I said LOL.
Inside joke for now. Nice.
Okay.
Sweet. So no.
I'm sorry, that was hilarious.
And James puts in the group chat, I have a bad feeling about this. Very well placed, James. Very well placed. So 2018 here, Sean.
Yes. Okay.
We have the restructuring of the podcast and all these great shows. Also, we have a new logo. We have a new design.
I'm actually just seeing it right now in front of my face.
And yeah, exactly. And we've totally kind of, the Star Killer base logo was our go-to at the beginning. It hasn't gone away. If you've looked at the home show artwork,
That's been straight for a long time, and we like having new logos, but we're not getting rid of the old ones.
Exactly. You'll see them arrive in different places here on the network, used in different places. Of course, on the home show logo, like I was saying, you still have the Star Killer base in the top left corner, because that is synonymous to Sean and our broadcasting throughout our time at the network. But Sean, while we're also talking about 2018, what's something you're really looking forward to this year?
For me, I think as I don't know. There's a lot of things I'm actually excited for. Like, for one, I'm actually excited for the Han Solo movie. Of course, I don't know. A big excited. Thanks, James, for messaging me. I hear. I'm gonna exit out the Facebook. Okay. For 2018, I think it's gonna be a really, really cool year. I hope it's gonna be a really cool year for movies, TVs, shows, books in the Star Wars community. Oh, maybe you will get more what the official announcements for the TV shows that will be coming out on the Disney streaming services that's coming out next year, right?
Yeah, we should be seeing that happening pretty soon.
That's what I'm really looking for, and what new TV show for Star Wars is going to be, and the rest of season 4 of Rebels that's coming out.
Yes, that was actually
in a couple of months. No,
yeah,
3 or 4 months. I don't know when it's coming
out.
No.
No. Next month in February, we're getting the beginning of the end for the Star Wars Rebels crew. But yeah, I think for me specifically, Sean, you just
I just saw what you wrote in.
Posting, of course, gifts back in the group. Thank you, Caden. But I think for me is the one that you just mentioned.
Which one's that? I mentioned a couple.
Is Star Wars Rebels. That's the one for me that I'm really looking forward to. I want to see what happens with our Rebels crew. I want to see what happens with Hera, what happens with Kanan, what happens with Ezra, man. I mean, that's the biggest question for me. You know, Rey's parentage can hold off for a little bit. I want to know what happens to Ezra at this point. What path is he going to go down? But you know, I think that there's a lot of unanswered questions with that series, and I'm really excited to see what Dave Filoni has planned, even with Thrawn too. I think you and I can agree on that one. Thrawn is the one where it's like, whoa, hold on. What, you know, we just brought this character from Legends into canon. How is it going to end? Or, you know, where are we going to go forward with it? You know, there's so much.
Yeah, there's so many, like you said, unanswered questions that there's like at least, I'm guessing, 10 episodes left of the season.
Yeah, just about. Maybe even just a little less.
I don't know how they're going to do it. I hope this second half of the last season is going to feel like a finale.
Mm-hmm.
Can we have like a finale, like 2-hour event or something for it? That would be really cool.
Oh, it would do so much justice for this series too, because it's wrapping up faster than we thought it was going to, and also leading up to Rogue One. Sean, I think you and I had that conversation a while ago. They have to finish this storyline so that it makes sense with Rogue One, because that's the timeline we're talking about.
I really hope we see someone from like Rogue One, like have Jyn Erso appear or something, or have, I don't know, maybe K2SO. I don't know.
K2SO or Cassian Andor even just kind of show up because of his.
I mean, I know we had I'm gonna say Garrett Edwards. Yeah, he showed up in it. Now I'm drawing blank of his name. Jin.
Oh, Saw Gerrera.
Yeah, I don't know. I think of Garrett Edwards for Saw Gerrera.
No, but I mean, we know Saw Gerrera is part of this season. He's already appeared in this season, but I'd like to see where that character goes, because we haven't really seen the I guess it's a word, degradation of his character, or like physically him moving into needing the breathing apparatus because of.
I would love to see like a small comic of Saw Gerrera.
Oh, in 2018?
That or whenever. I kind of want to know more, like from Rebels to Rogue One, if they don't show it in Rebels.
Yeah, no, that's
how he got the breathing and all that.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Even if Rebels only barely touches upon it, and then they say, "Yeah, well, you know, we'll do a limited run of what Saw Gerrera went through." That would be kind of cool. Sean, while we're talking about comic books here, because you and I are big comic book readers, and Scott Inch, of course, I'm talking far, far away. big comic book reader. Um, Last year, you and I, we're into reading Star Wars comics here and there based on whichever character they're discussing. You know,
Yeah.
we both had Darth Maul and Mace Windu this past year.
I stopped reading Mace Windu.
Yeah, you know what? And I think
I couldn't pass this. I only went up to issue 2. Couldn't. Issue 2 was so boring. I couldn't. I didn't know what to think. It was like, where is this going? It had no plot. I mean, it was a jump. It was kind of jumble of a mess.
mhm,
That issue 2,
yeah.
and then I got like really bored of it. I'm like, whatever. Can we just have someone actually cool?
Well, heading into 2018, is there somebody maybe I know that they've been talking about, and I think I saw some teaser stuff for a Thrawn comic book, which is like the adaptation of the novel, which I'm absolutely fine with.
We already knew about that.
Yeah, but I didn't know if it was going to be a direct adaptation of the novel or if it was going to be like a spin-off, like after the novel, or we're going to get that storyline there. But it looks like it is going to be basically the story that the novel puts forward about Thrawn in a comic book series. That's one that I'm looking forward to. And Sean, what's a comic book that you hope Star Wars and Marvel kind of touch upon? Is there a specific character you'd like to see them go into this year?
I know. I'm a huge Ahsoka fan. I'm going to say, of course, her, but we all know I always say have her, but I think we should have probably someone from the Old Republic, like a Darth Revan comic,
Mm-hmm.
or Plagueis. So someone from the Sith, because I know we don't get enough much of this. I mean, there's a little Dr. Aphra is not part of the Sith though, but
right, she works with a Sith with Darth Vader. But yeah, I can see what you're saying.
like last year we had, of course, another Darth Vader one and Darth Maul, and there's not much Sith or villain comic books.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just in general, there's not many villain comic books.
Really?
I don't know. I guess that I don't know.
No, it's true. I think across the board, though, that's why I was waiting because I mean I think across the board here, Star Wars could really get into Legends. They could still say that it's Legends material and still put out the comic book, unless they want to canonize one of those characters. They could go ahead and do that, but I don't know. I think some of the comics didn't hit it for me this past year. I took a lot off my pull list over there at Stairway to Heaven Comics because I felt like they weren't pushing the story forward that I was looking to find.
I mean, yeah, the only one that actually went through with it was Darth Maul, and that was okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The rest, I couldn't. I didn't really like any of the comics that came out last year as much. I mean, I read a little bit of Dr. Aphra, and then I stopped at like 8 or 7 when they started doing the crossover thing.
Oh, yeah.
Really? I did not like that crossover either.
That's an honest opinion.
It was not a good written comic book.
Right. And I think that your comic book...
I love her, Dr. Aphra as a character, by the way, but
yeah,
maybe we'll have her in an adaptation, maybe of a actual book or a TV show or something like that.
Have her appear in that. That would be cool. That would be very cool to see her show up in something like that. And I think that, Sean, comic books heading into 2018 for me, I am looking forward to the Thrawn one. I'm also looking forward to reading the next Thrawn novel from Timothy Zahn. But also, I kind of want to see a Hera-based comic. I'd like to see more of her story about the Syndulas. I want to see, like, you could call it like Hera Syndulla,
like before Rebels.
Yeah, like a rebel story, like her coming to the place,
like a 6-issue thing, kind of like Darth Maul.
Yeah, 6 or 8 issues. Yeah,
I can see that. I mean,
she's a cool character. I mean, she's somebody I'd like to see.
Well, she is my favorite Rebels character. So
there you go.
After Ahsoka, even though she's not official Rebels. character.
Right. She's more Clone Wars.
She's a supporting character in Rebels, but she's the main character in Clone Wars. So
Right. So I think a Hera comic book would be really, really cool. Limited run series. It'd be a lot of fun to read. Um, However, even amongst all the comic books, some of the things we want to see more of in 2018, I think a lot more community events, getting to connect with you, the fans. Sean, there is a little film coming out in 2018. Not only is
Infinity War.
I was just gonna say, there's a little film called Infinity War, Black Panther, and for us Star Wars fans, there's a film called Solo, a Star Wars story. And you and I have had our fair share of opinions about this film.
Yes.
So I mean, we're getting closer and closer. Let's make a prediction on this one, Sean. I originally thought that we may see a teaser on New Year's Eve. That didn't happen. Do you think that this teaser or the trailer has to come out pretty quick for them to keep this marketing going?
Super Bowl. Super Bowl Sunday for solos for the trailer.
Oh, so you're just laying it right down on the law.
Yeah. And push the date for the release date summer.
You, really? What date would you put it at then?
Probably like a June release date, like start summer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Would you move it to December?
What?
Would you move it to December?
I would rather have it moved to December, but
You think they're marketing it for a summertime movie?
yeah. I mean, from hearing it, I heard it's supposed to be like a more not now like a Western gangster movie. Keep hearing now, which I'm very excited for. Because
Yeah.
I love, for me personally, I love gangster movies.
If you have Donald Glover in it and Thandie Newton, and you have some, Alden Ehrenreich, and you're going to feature Chewbacca, I think that something that's pretty upbeat is gonna really help this film. Yeah, I could see Super Bowl Sunday. I could see them really pushing that. They seem to be always pushing trailers and
I mean,
with sporting events.
We just got a one picture Twitter from Ron Howard, just someone driving, probably Aaron Reich in the seat for a backstage photo thing. So
And it looks like the original Falcon steering wheel. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, I know it's been teased that the Kessel Run is going to be featured in this, which is where the Falcon really became a name.
I really don't hope they put a funny spin on it, like too much comedy.
Too much comedy?
Yeah. I hope they don't. I think have like a little like comedy of kind of like Blues Brothers of comedy, but not. That's not really a gangster movie, but more like I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good gangster funny movie. This is not really funny movies.
Yeah, no, that's one of those things. It's like
had some really funny moments.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's the Han Solo film could really be anything, but we have to really wait until we get into the theaters on May 25th to sit down and
prediction.
See it.
Crawl or no crawl?
I think just following Rogue One protocol. I think no crawl.
No, I don't think it's needed.
Do you think people are going to get mad that there's no crawl, Sean?
Yes. There's always people that get mad at stuff.
That's true. This is true.
People got mad at that Rogue One didn't have a crawl. So
yeah, that's true.
There were people that didn't like Rogue One. People loved it. So
that's true. I mean, I think that it's going to have its fair share.
I do think people are going to say this is going to be the worst Star Wars film ever.
Really?
I don't know why. I think it's gonna be kind of like The Last Jedi, but even worse.
Really?
But there's going to be performances like I think Donald Glover is going to do well in it. I don't know. That's my prediction.
That's an interesting prediction.
I really hope it does well though. So
yeah, because we know we'll be there opening night to see it, no matter what happens. And no, I think that Han Solo has a lot to prove with everything it's been through, Sean. I think that switching from Lord and Miller to Ron Howard was a big community shakeup. Obviously, Kathleen Kennedy had her fair share of opinions, and I think that they were validated because I think Ron Howard is probably going to end up being the right guy for this project. In Disney and Lucasfilm, we trust to try to fix situations and make a really, really good film. And it's probably going to be another film, Sean, where we're going to have multiple viewings just to really get a feeling for it. I feel
Yeah,
like going forward, that's just going to have to be the protocol
every time.
every time. And I think we just do multiple viewings anyway, not just because.
I mean, Star Wars is the only movies that I go multiple times. So
Yeah, yeah, and they're worth it. I mean, that's the cool thing about it is that when you go to see a Star Wars movie more than one time, you get something new.
it's funny. I don't see Marvel DC movies more than once, but I really loved some of the Marvel and DC. Kind of weird, but
Huh. That is interesting. Um, Definitely did not know that. That's something new I've learned about Sean Misha after all the years that we've been podcasting now.
no, I'm pretty sure you're doing the same.
Yeah, pretty much. I do actually only see Marvel DC films once and then see my Star Wars films more than one time. So
I think it just of how much money that we don't have and we have to buy it. Need money for other stuff.
correct. That's a very good point. I didn't even think about that.
Adulting.
It is adulting to the max. If you guys didn't know that by this point, Sean and I, we have to do the adulting to the max, much like all of you. So it's really important going forward. But I think, Sean, I think that the thing about 2018 truly is that it's going to be a special year. We have so much going on. A lot of great people involved with the BrickCityBlockade.com podcast network. And just reflecting on 2017, I mean, dude, right around the corner, our 2-year anniversary of this podcast network. 2 years.
2 years. It's crazy.
Isn't it?
Just to think about.
Yeah, we've come a long way in that amount of time because of who? The fans.
Your fans. That was in, I already forget the date. February?
Yeah.
Or end of January. I can't remember.
No, it's February. We really kicked this thing off after The Force Awakens came out, and we were really excited about talking Star Wars with everybody. And now we're getting closer and closer to that 2-year anniversary. So expect big things around that time. Probably another big celebration, just like at Krypton last year for the 1-year anniversary. Soon it will be 10 years, Sean.
Jesus, don't let's 10 years? Let's not think about that now.
No, I know.
Knows?
That's a scary thought.
Happen in 10 years.
That is true.
Years, sorry.
There'll still be Star Wars in 10 years, though.
That will be 2028.
Yeah, we'll still have 2 more years of Star Wars left.
Who knows the world might end?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? But we're going to look forward now to 2018 and everything on the way here at the BrickCityBlockade.com podcast network. Sean, so much great stuff that's going to happen. A lot of solo talk coming up. More talk about The Last Jedi and everything that happened in the film. I think the home show here is going to become a format. I know this seems a little unformatted this episode, but it truly is, Sean, and my reflection of everything that we've been through. It's very unscripted discussion about, we've 2017 was a year of extra
going off script.
Exactly. It was
okay, that's right.
It was a year of trying new things for this network, of problem solving, of dealing with people.
Tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe, basically. You put an X down, I put an O, and it's going to add up to the point where you, the fans, we build this content for you. This is for you to enjoy. These discussions are going to be built in 2018, truly for you. And we're really, really looking forward to continuing everything here at the podcast network. Sean and I, we talk about it all the time. It's about you, the fans, and you guys getting involved in the discussion.
It's 100% true. All for you guys. So
and, yeah, And we really look forward to everything that is going to be happening. And we wish everybody a happy 2018. And um, please send your best to your families from us at the BrickCityBlockade.com podcast network. And always, please make sure to support your local shops, support your local movie theaters in 2018, because that's where all the unity in the community happens. You guys are the ones that propel that forward. And here at the podcast network, we're going to continue to do what we do best, Sean.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
So I don't know, any last thoughts, Sean, about 2018 things that may happen this year that you're looking forward to, or maybe a message for the community?
Well, first I was going to say that we should have 3 predictions for this year and what's going to happen. But for the message to the fans, just keep doing what you're doing, and do what you love. And I'm just trying to send what I do. Oh, I pressed something. Okay, sorry. Do what you love to do. Send positive messages, and be happy, but you won't always be happy. So
right.
I think
stay in the positive even when you're down.
Yeah.
That's a very good message, Sean. 3 predictions for things for this year. I didn't even think about that. Anything. Okay, how about this? I'm going to finally catch a foul ball at a New Hampshire Fisher Cats game, especially on Star Wars night. Let's see. I'm gonna get something autographed at a con or an event by somebody in Star Wars. And I don't know, maybe something on a personal level. I think I'm finally going to find a way to have my own place. I'm going to be living in my own place and being able to finally have my own space to live in, and get to live away from my parents and start my life at a new place and build it forward. That's what I'm really hoping for. And those are my 3 predictions. I think those things may happen here in 2018.
Awesome.
How about you, Sean?
Ooh, now I have to think about this stuff. I should have thought of it before. But 3 predictions. I think for me, I don't know. Why is it so hard? I'm going to say this is probably not going to happen, but hopefully meet a Red Sox player. If we go to a Fenway game, just meet him and get something signed or something. My second prediction, I think I would, for me personally, I don't know. Why is it so hard? Sorry, guys, I'm thinking. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think Red Sox will win the World Series. That's a stupid one.
No, that's a good one. I like sports predictions.
And we're gonna add someone special on this podcast, I think.
Ooh.
I don't know who.
I like it.
I think we're gonna have something big for us in this podcast. Either meeting or like connecting with someone big in the Star Wars community. I think that's gonna happen for us.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. I could definitely see all of those happening. Maybe, I don't know. Sean and I have our opinion.
I don't think the first one will happen, but
I think the second one's more up in the air. But that's just me. Who knows? Maybe the Red Sox will be able to pull something out. Maybe they'll.
I should have said Celtics.
Oh yeah. Well, no. Do you want to switch it?
What?
Do you want to switch it to Celtics?
No, because they're not going to make it all the way if they're going against Golden State or Cavs, or the Rockets.
Not happening.
Well, Celtics did beat the Rockets the other night.
That is true. This is true. All right, Sean. I think we've gotten to that point in our review of 2017. What to look forward to in 2018, plus solo story episode here. It's a little thing we like to call
Plug time.
Plug time here at the BrickCityBlockade.com podcast network. Sean Michaud, where can the good people find you across social media?
You guys could follow me on Twitter at SeanMichaud1. Follow my Instagram at It'sZoneZ. Friend me on Facebook and follow my music at Bandcamp and SoundCloud. And still working on new music. Hopefully next month,
Nice.
New album /EP. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Nice. That sounds like it'll be awesome. Got a lot of great music on the way. Been looking forward to that too.
Maybe there'll be a little Star Wars song in there. We'll see.
Ooh, I like that idea. A lot more great stuff happening with Sean Michaud. Please make sure to follow him across social media. I do, because I like that guy a lot. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, I don't follow you. I'm kidding. No.
Well, if you do want to follow me, you can follow me over on Twitter at Mr. Vote Tweets. Please make sure to head on over to Instagram. Follow me at The Official Vote. Head on over to www.brickcityblockade.com for everything happening in a galaxy far, far away. Also, make sure to head on over to iTunes. Hit that subscribe button. And also make sure to rate the shows. That's what brings on the epic guests. That's what brings on everything, all the discussions, the fan discussions, more episodes of the home show, Talking Far, Far Away, the podcast. Doesn't matter. That's what keeps this podcast network going forward and allows you to enjoy the content that we push out. Thank you guys for listening to the home show. Sean 2018 is here.
Home show. It's the Big Jabroni 2018.
Nice little rock interlude there. And as we always say here at the podcast network,
May the force be with you.
Be with
what?
Always.
Oh,
always, right?
Always. Yeah, I thought you were cutting out. I think you were cutting out for a second.
Was I cutting out?
Was it?
Should we do it again?
We'll think you're doing May the Force.
May the force be with.
It sounded like that for some reason.
Let's do it again then. And as we always say here at the podcast network,
may the force be with you.
Always.
Always. Goodbye.
For now.
Do you remember me? Sorry.
I will remember you.
'Cause I will always love you.
All right, we're done with 2018. Bye, everybody.
Bye. That's what you got to keep that in there.